So I can give you guys 5 reasons why next year's or this season's upcoming seasons Iowa Hawkeyes will be in the running for a Big Ten championship once again. Obviously, last year's championship went to my other team. Well, we got three. We got three: Iowa, Oklahoma. Well, scratch Iowa, UCLA, Oklahoma. But Oklahoma is in the SEC, so they ain't in this conversation. So championship went to last year's UCLA Bruins. But here's the reasons. 5 reasons why. Let's try to stick on track. Let me stay on track. 5 reasons why the Hawkeyes could win the Big Ten championship in any order. Let's go 5 down to 1. Depth. Depth is going to be key with this team. We got incredible depth. And I think we was going to have it no matter what. But I feel like the additions from the portal via Georgia Tech and UCF, the additions of Chastity Chit Chat Wright from Georgia Tech and Emily Rodriguez from UFC just add to the wonderful depth that we have. I mean, on this team, guys, we got tons and tons of players that we can throw at you, just in terms of defensively, offensively. I think we'll have much more shooters, of course, and I think we'll have a lot more defenders, and we can throw guards, wings. We can even mix it up. Give you a 6'4", 6'5" look at center and forward with Ava Hayden and Layla Hayes and Hannah Stokey at 6'2" and Tegan Mulaney at 6'1". We can mix it up. Emily Rodriguez at 6'1". We can just throw a lot at you in terms of length and versatility, defensively, offensively as well. And I'm just excited for the depth. And I didn't even talk about just how it's so much depth on the roster entirely, and Taylor Strimlow, and you might even be able to use Jada this year at times, maybe. You got Callie Levine. You want to see her play more. There's depth there. There's Journey Houston, Emily Rodriguez, Kylie Fearback. They can play multiple positions. Taylor McCabe, Addie Deal. We just got tons and tons of depth, and that means something. No one's going to tire out. No one's going to be in that selfish mindset mode. It's going to be ultimate team basketball. Ball's going to be moving. I feel confident about the depth. Okay, let's go to the 4th reason. So the 4th reason is development of our freshmen. Next season, I'm expecting to see much more confident all the time Taylor Strimlow, who what we needed to be confident is a shot, because she's very confident in how she presents herself, her hustle, plays, ability to get the rebounds, to get hard fought rebounds. She plays bigger than she is. She's a fan favorite. She's an incredible infectious cheerleader on the sidelines. She makes her underrated aspect of her game is her passing abilities. So I expect major improvement from Taylor. Her upside is high. Tegan Mulaney's having her high upside. If her shot ever comes around, consistency, look out. Defensively, she's tantalizing. She can get to the free throw line. So will she do that more? Will she become tighter with her ball handling abilities? We hope so. And I think there's major upside with them, and well as Ava Hayden. Ava Hayden started to show this last season towards the end, because she got the playing time more so than anything, because she was prepared, and you saw her contributing offensively in the post area, proving to have a soft looking good jump shot there. And I just expect our freshmen from last season, their development to be so much more advanced, and them fighting for playing time and actually winning it is going to be key this season. I think they're going to see a lot more exposure, and that can only do us well. They can only do us well. So when you move to number 3, I like that. This is what I really like. I like the fact that you with this team, you're going to get that excitement. You're going to get the energy offensively that was missing sometimes. I think Chit Chat is going to provide that. I think she got a flair to her game, a bounce to her game, a pizzazz to her game, and I think that's something that we've been missing. So I'm looking for, like, Lucy could score. Obviously Lucy 5'10", long arms, good length. Chit Chat 5'4", but the dynamo in every sense of the word. You know, can create with the ball. Absolutely fearless finisher. These are things, you know, I've spoken on, but these are things that make all the difference in the world. And it's not just her. Addison Deal, a little bit more quiet in terms of effectiveness on the court, but very effective. Quiet but effective. In such though, she's not gonna brag about nothing, but she's gonna go get the job done. Cerebral in her approach, especially from what I watch, it's just silky smooth, consistent. Put the ball in the bucket, makes the right plays, will look to get others involved. Great inside attack, great outside attack, and I think that she's going to provide for us, you know, that excitement, you know, because she's a young player. She can create good handles, really solid jump shot, mid-range. Again, she's three-dimensional really, in terms of scoring ability. So, you know, she's gonna give us something, you know, that we've been missing, and just give us a dimension that, you know, we're not really used to. Not to compare at all to CC, but I think that offensively she can get buckets, but also is more of the playmaking mindset, while knowing that she can, you know, break you down and score and get to the rim and get others involved. You know, so that's going to be absolutely incredible. The chit chat and Eddie Deal energy effect is really going to help us. You know, so the second thing, in my opinion, is Jan Jensen. Jan Jensen is going to provide for us, you know, this coach that has a never say die attitude. Last year we lost 5 straight games. We harped on this, but that was something we could have laid down and said that, you know, our season is done. We fought back. We continued to grind. She kept us locked in. We played competitive basketball all season long against some really good teams, really great teams. And I think when you got a leader like that just keeps you level-headed, you know, keeps you even-keeled, it just means everything. It just literally means everything. It really does. And so, you know, when you look at Jan Jensen, she's going to be 1 year removed from her rookie campaign. And I just think she's going to be even more wiser, even more knowledgeable, going to be more ready for the task of leading this team. And hey, it's nowhere to go for us with Coach Jan with the plan but up. So hey, I'm definitely looking forward to it. So number one, right? What's number one? Anybody out there could take a quick guess? And you're not going to get this. You ready? Ball movement. Multiple scoring options. That's the biggest thing. Ball movement is going to be huge. It's going to be key. I spoke about it briefly. Unselfishness is going to be huge. The addition of Addison Deal does not mean that, okay, boom, on the scene pops a 25, 24, 22 points a game score. Although it would be nice to see her come in and pick up where Lucy left off, if not where Caitlin left off in terms of scoring. But I think that perfect world, Addie's going to probably come in average 18, 19, maybe 17, somewhere in that range. We got multiple scoring options, folks. We can get it. We can get it from Hannah. We can get it from the just mentioned Addison Deal. We can get the points from Ava Heighton, who her expanded role is going to be huge. You know, and this all ties in the ball movement. We got Kylie Fear back, tons of confidence, played last season, utilized more than she ever was before. And so she's going to know what it takes to playing defense, not offensively, knocking down the three, getting fouled, put the ball on the floor. She showed those things last year. Chit Chat Wright, wonderful player, you know. Footage of her blew me away, and she's only a freshman, and now she's going to be a sophomore. So, yeah, ball movement and multiple scoring options. The Rockets going to move. You know, I don't see anybody on this team saying, hey, I feel like this is my day, I need to take over. If you get hot, then do your thing. But Taylor Strimlow, I think, expanded offensive role. You know, I don't know if players like Kelly Levine, Jada Genfie, I can't tell you if they're going to play, but I think, you know, we're going to be able to go, and this goes back to depth again. I think we're going to be able to go 8-9 deep if we want to. Journey Houston, don't think she wouldn't be able to contribute if Coach Jen lets her get out there and play, and I hope that she does. I really hope that she gets a sizable playing role in her freshman year. Like I said in one video, Jen's going to make you work for it, but I think Journey is a player you're going to want to have and need to have out there, and you guys see what I'm saying, right? It's just Tatum Mulaney, you know, again, Emily Rodriguez. You're going to have total balance on this team, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Man, having all those scoring options, trust me, it bodes well. It bodes well and will definitely be one of the reasons, guys, why you could see this team do something that you don't think is going to actually occur, but I believe could very well happen. And that's this Iowa team winning the Big Ten championship. Yes, winning the Big Ten championship. Now, I'm not just talking as this fan who just so smitten with the players and the staff and everything like that. I truly believe, which is the reason for this video. So, hey, if you enjoyed this video, I need you to click that like button and hit subscribe. So much in the world has gone up and cost so much, but guess what? Subscribing and commenting is still free. And with that, this Hawkeyes fan is on the way out the door, and I will catch y'all on the next one.